Languages through music. Languages through music. Languages through music. Languages through music. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Languages to Music podcast. I'm here with the supremely talented musician, composer, and producer, Maëlan, London-based, multi-talented, multi-humble brother. Merci, Maëlan, for being here today. How are you doing?
Merci, Desta. I'm really good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to hear and see you, and really looking forward to hearing how music and language has influenced your life.
Nice.
So let's start at the very beginning. Since you're a major music lover, what is your first musical memory?
The thing is, classical music, I believe.
Okay.
I think, but I don't know if I can actually remember it, or it's because I've been told so. But my mum must have read some articles about how good it is to play classical music to
That's why you're so smart.
Yeah, I'm not sure it worked. So she was playing classical music to me before going to bed, and that was inclining actor music from Mozart. And then I think a bit later I remember looking at vinyls that were just my nan's, and that was like French music. I think Lebanese music as well, because I think she had a Lebanese friend, and then there's some Lebanese music going on. So I just remember a few melodies, and then after that I start picking my own music, and that was Michael Jackson. That was Fugees, Wu-Tang, MC Solar, Nirvana, Sade, and French music that was played at home as well, and everything that was going, that was playing on the radio as well, everything. And the top hit, top hit of the year.
Now 41, now 42.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically that. It's my first memories.
Amazing. And how about first language? Because you speak a few.
Yeah, French. French is my first language.
And English and some Netherlands.
No. I only start speaking English quite late.
Really?
My first language is French. And Dutch, Flemish, fortunately, I grew up around Dutch, but never picked it up.
You understand it a little bit?
I used to, a little bit, because I had to study at school, but never was fluent in it. And even watching the television, I wouldn't understand anything. So that's a kind of a shame. But when you grew up in Belgium and you're on the French side, you always have you don't really learn the Dutch. And then I kind of regret it now, because I could have been fluent now, but I'm not at all.
I kind of feel that's on the school though, because I took French for 12 years at school and I couldn't speak any of it. It was only after school that I started picking it up.
Yeah.
So I feel it's the way it's taught as well. How about on your travels? Can you tell us a little bit about your connection to Senegal?
Yeah, I started traveling here when I was 12. It's the first time I came to Senegal. I was 11 or 12. And that was through, my dad, my stepdad, I consider as my dad. And so that was my first time coming to Senegal. And from there, I basically came here as much as I could. I was coming here even on my own, as a teenager. During summertime, I would spend a month, something like that, just staying here in Senegal. So that's pretty cool.
So it's like a second home.
Yeah, it became a second home with time. It's definitely a second home now.
Yeah. Has the music or has Wolof in any way shaped how you compose or produce? I know the music scene there, I've only been once, but the music scene there seems incredible.
Yeah, so 100%. 100%. Now I work a lot with traditional instruments. I work with like to incorporate kora and a lot of mandingue instruments. So that has influenced me a lot. Not yet with the language. I just decided to learn Wolof recently, so I'd like to spend a lot more time in Senegal. So now I know I need to learn Wolof, even though the family here speaks Pulaar.
Okay.
So when I'm at home, it's a different language. Speak Pulaar, and I always wanted to learn that, but as soon as I go outside, everyone speaks Wolof. So and now I decided, okay, I think I'll go for Wolof, because even at home, everyone speaks Wolof. So I decided to learn Wolof. But that's only it's been 6 months I've decided, and I've only started learning 2 months ago. So yeah.
In classes, or you got a teacher, or you're teaching yourself?
I start to ask people to talk to me in Wolof. So when I go buy something, I ask them to, at the shop, to say, just speak Wolof with me, and start to read some articles and some stuff that helps me learn.
Amazing.
So that's only
Sorry?
That's only been 2 months, so I'm really really not fluent.
I feel there's like a connection between Wolof and the music. I feel like the music is so rhythmic, but when I'm listening to people speak in Wolof, there's also this real speed and rhythm to it that I feel just matches the music so nicely, even if it's an instrumental.
Now that you say it, I never thought of that. Now that you say it, yes, because a lot of, for example, the Mbalach.
Yeah, especially Mbalach, all the percussion going at the same time, and then if I listen to a conversation, I'm like, wow, it's that kind of speed too.
It definitely matches the energy of the language. Definitely. You say, I never thought of that. That's true. Yeah.
So between the Michael Jackson and Sade and all the Nirvana music you were listening to growing up, in your trips to Senegal, Brussels in itself is super multicultural, multilingual, lots of different music influences. How did you start writing your own stuff?
I think it was I don't know how I started. Just like naturally in my bedroom thing, just starting writing stuff. I think it was rap. First thing I started.
Okay, all right, French rap.
It was definitely rap, but then I was listening to a lot of dancehall. So I was the guy who would be doing the
VK gigs.
Yeah, would be doing the chorus, the hook. I would be the guy who's doing the hook. I would be that guy, because I always had melody. I was not really a rapper. I was more of a like reggae kind of dancehall artist kind of thing. That's how I started. The other guys were rapping, and I would be the guy doing the hook.
Okay.
And then, so that's I think how it started. Yeah.
And did you start performing at that time as well, or
I think I did one. My first performance, I think I was 15 or something like that. It was just before a local rap group.
Okay.
It was Les Gars du H. I remember.
I don't know them. Where was the venue? Maybe I know the venue.
Oh, the venue. I can't even remember the venue. I think it was somewhere in Etterbeek, that's for sure, in a small venue. But I definitely, yeah, something like that. But that was definitely my first performance. And I was, we had CDs, rap CDs, and they always left the instrumental. So we had the main song, and then track 2 would be the instrumental when you buy the single. So I would rap and sing over those. I didn't have my own beat maker at the time. I was not making beat either. So you would just grab instrumentals from those, artists. And
When did you, so that was in French. When did you start singing in English and writing in English?
Yeah, that was in the UK. I was in college in the UK, studied music production. So I had a crew there, Like the guys were rapping as well, making beats. That's where I learned how to make beats. Actually, I'm still friends with the guy who taught me how to make beats as well.
Amazing. Which it was a specific music college, or it was something you started at college?
No, I think it was a college, and we had big studios. It was definitely a music.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a music college. We had big studios that we had big facilities that we could have access to from 9 in the morning till 9 in the evening, and we'd be the first and the last ones to be in the studios. We would skip a lot of classes, but we would record our own stuff because we liked it so much. And then I was recording first in French, but then my friends, they wouldn't. It's not that they wouldn't not take it seriously, but they would always kind of make jokes about it, like attention. I was like, oh guys, come on.
It reminds me of that. Do you know that Questlove, Tribe Called Quest song about his French-speaking friend Lucien? Lucien, comment allez-vous? Like they just throw in all this like American French. It's so funny.
So it was yeah. Exactly. It was kind of that. I don't know about that one, but it was kind of that. Yeah. And so I decided to start writing in English so they could understand it as well. And that's how I started English, basically, because I was with guys who couldn't understand what I was saying. And it was not, it would make me different as well. But at the same time, sometimes, you want them to understand what you're saying. If you wanted to song together, I wanted to try it as well. So that's how it started.
So making music here, making music Belgium, making music in Senegal, do you have like a favorite process? Because you do the writing, the lyrics, the composing, the producing. Do you have a kind of day in the life of when you're in your music making mode?
I think it's every day. Even if I'm not doing anything, I think you always think about ideas, right? So it's like a puzzle. Sometimes you would spend 5 minutes and have a line. So take my phone, write down something, and then another day you would be just composing on the guitar, just on the synth and doing some chords, and then all of a sudden you got a top line, and then you mix the lyrics that you had for 2 months in your phone with that beat and that other thing, and you make a puzzle. Sometimes it all come at once, You write something, you're on the guitar and you have a song, and you just have to arrange it now. So it's just like, yeah.
And with the 3 different environments, do you feel you get ideas always in French or more in English now? A mix of both? Maybe is Wolof or Pulaar starting to influence?
I'm going to start Wolof soon, for sure. And I used not to like mixing it. So for a few years, I was just writing in English. And I would not write in French. And now I start doing French as well. And now I think I'm going to start mixing both, which I always didn't like. Mixing both languages, right? Like when same singer sings in 2 languages for some reason, and I never really liked it.
Really?
Yeah, but now for some reason it's been a few months as well. I think I spoke with a couple friends, and they were saying, "Why don't you mix?" And then I was like, "Yeah, actually." And I was like, Saint, that guy that sings in him, right? The Lebanese guy. There's a Lebanese guy, rapper. I think he's Lebanese, Palestinian.
What's his name?
Saint Levant.
Saint Levant? No, I don't know him.
It's quite impressive. It's like you hear him rapping in French, and then he goes on to rap in English, and he's good in both. You can hear, and then all of a sudden he goes in Arabic or something like that.
I love it.
He sounds good in Arabic. Obviously, I can't tell if he's good or not. But when I hear him in French, I'm like, okay. And when I hear him in English, I'm like, okay, he knows. Yeah, he's like really good. So I think it's just, yeah.
I think it's great. Lokwa Kanza as well. He has songs in like Swahili, mixed with Lingala, mixed with so many, and it just sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Fami, there's one song.
Comfortable with it now.
Embracing it. So we're gonna have Wolof, French, and English on a track real soon.
I hope so, yeah.
When is your next performance or single coming out, people can find your music at Maëlan on Insta. You're on Spotify.
Instagram is the main one at the moment. Instagram and Spotify, but I'm mostly gonna. I have to do something for YouTube, right? So I'm starting recording some stuff for YouTube. I think to have some stuff on YouTube, but I don't really have stuff on YouTube at the moment. It's mainly Instagram and Spotify.
Okay. I loved your collaboration with Kajali as well. I thought that was beautiful with the kora and covering a song where you wouldn't expect a kora.
Yeah, no, Kajali is just he's just so talented, and it's so great to work with him.
Yeah,
and, hang around with him, and it just takes the song to the next level. You know, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, you guys together it's awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait to.
No, he's got magic.
That we would be seeing a gig in London, maybe like 2 years ago. I think both of us
did play together, though. We did perform together. It was in my living room, but we did perform.
That's true. That was a gig. That counts.
Yeah,
that was beautiful. And yeah, it's a shame that we lost that beautiful Mushima space in East London.
Oh my God.
Where we met.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. Yeah, that would have been amazing. We'd have definitely performed there if it was still there. Yeah.
Named after one of my favorite songs. I think he's singing Kikongo. I'm not sure. One of the many, many Angolan languages. Are there any other languages besides Wolof, maybe Pula, that you're probably learning naturally by staying with Pula speakers? Any other languages that you would like to learn?
Spanish is spoken everywhere. Every time I'm somewhere, everyone speaks Spanish. So I'm like, I need to speak Spanish. But it's really because it's spoken everywhere, you know, and it's and it's a beautiful language. Don't get me wrong, but it's more that I've been in a lot of places where people speak in Spanish, and I wish I could join.
And there's so much wonderful music in Spanish as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would like to speak every language, man, if I could. It's just great to go everywhere and, you know, speak about, you know, there's only, you know, a certain limit amount of, you know, storage up there.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I know what you mean, but I just got back from this polyglot conference over 4 days in Prague. It's an annual gathering where all these like crazy language heads get together, and there are really people out in these streets speaking 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, I saw that.
And maybe they're just being polite, but they're all super like, oh, anybody can do it. You just, you know, you don't give up, and you learn by language family, or you use, you know, music or film or space repetition or all these things. So, but I still can't wrap my head around 40 languages.
Nah, I saw a guy like that on Instagram the other day. I don't know.
I don't know.
It looks really cool. I would love that. I would love to be able to speak that many languages. It's so great. You can go anywhere and start, you know, speak to anyone, and you know.
And it takes
beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Is there any music that you love? Maybe you don't plan on learning the language, but you just love music in a particular language. So, for example, I love Congolese music. I don't speak Lingala.
Yeah, that's
I don't have any plan to learn it properly. Maybe I feel I know a few words just of how much I listen to the music. But yeah, any language that calls to you just from how nice the music is.
Like Congolese, definitely. You know, growing up in Brussels is like that culture is part of, you know, the upbringing.
Yeah.
So you know a few words, you know the artists, you know, you just Congolese culture is just one big part of my upbringing as well. So that's definitely one. Nigerian, I don't really understand. There's Afrobeats artists, so I just love their music, but I don't really understand. Is it Pidgin?
Pidgin, Yoruba.
Yeah, Yoruba.
Mainly Igbo.
Yeah. South African music. Lebanese music. Name it. Every Brazilian music. It's beautiful. not planning on
Love Brazilian
learning
music.
Portuguese, but I listen to everything, and I can enjoy music in any language. So yeah.
And I think we can hear so many different influences in your music as well. So it kind of reflects all the different styles that you've listened to and all these different cultures you've grown up in. So what is your next music sharing? Instagram is where people can follow you.
Yeah.
Are you planning any secret concerts where people can check you out?
I'm starting to work on that. I'm actually starting to work with a small band.
Okay.
So I've started a couple of weeks ago.
Amazing.
And some rehearsal and working on it. And when we're ready, I'm looking forward to start perform. So,
what is the format of the band? What instruments? I know you say you're not a guitarist, but you're a guitarist. Okay. And the other instruments?
So it's definitely a kora. So I would like to do with the kora, bass, and cushions, calabash at the moment. So it's a really kind of acoustic, and myself on the guitar a little bit. And so it's really acoustic kind of a vibe at the moment. So it's a kind of small band, and yeah.
Beautiful. Petit comité. You can play in lots of places easily. People can focus on the voice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually. So yeah. So that's what's going on at the moment. Working on that.
If you need a backing vocal, lay down. You just
please. We performed already together.
We did.
All in Good Time. The beautiful vocals that you hear in the background is Desta.
I love that tune.
Thank you so much for the.
I'm going to add your tunes to this podcast recording. And thank you so much for sharing a bit about your music and your language journey. Jusqu'ici.
Thank you.
And I hope to see one of these concerts in London and Brussels and Dakar. And any next dream destinations that you hope music will take you to?
Everywhere, I don't know. I would love to go everywhere. China, I don't know. Thailand, I don't know.
Thailand.
Places I haven't been to. Definitely, that's the thing. Just connecting with people you haven't met, and then if you can visit the place at the same time, that would be the dream. Just visit the place, connecting with people. Going meet people everywhere.
I think I have to organize a little festival in Thailand.
I'm in.
Yeah. I think I'm like, I want an excuse to get all my mates to Thailand. A lot of my mates are musicians. I'm just slowly starting to think, how can this be organized?
It's a really good idea. I'm definitely in. And then hopefully first ones in Senegal and London. That looking forward to that. I hope we maybe we'll perform together. Who knows?
That would be wonderful. Any chance that you will play at the Biennale that's been postponed in Dakar?
Oh, that would be great. That's kind of what I would like.
Yeah.
Plan.
Absolutely. Or Saint Louis Jazz. I've never been there, but their lineup always looks so nice as well.
It's happening right now.
I know. I'm following it online, pretending I'm there.
Great. I got a few friends that went there. Said it was great. Unfortunately, I missed it this time around, but that's happening every year. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll be there
next year and this year for the Biennale. And grand merci, mon frère. Thank you so much for coming to the Languages to Music podcast.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you very soon.
Hope to see you soon.
Let me remember. Jadajef.
Ajerama. En Pula.
Ajerama in Pula?
Yeah.
Ajerama. Love learning a new word. Thank you.
Thank you, Lester. Thank you.
Languages to music.